This is Majinoni, and here's a look at the first round of books that I'm keeping for DC's new relaunch. Since these are the last of my 50% off specials, I figure this is the first week's worth of cuts. And as you can see, this is a pretty decent stack, so we'll see what happens and what I can cut out going in the future. Because there's no way I can have like 20, 30 titles. Anyways, first up is Swamp Thing. I really, really enjoy Swamp Thing right now. I think this is a fresh take, controversial, but it's a fresh take. I'm really curious to see where this is going to go. I'm interested in the red, the green, and then now they have the black. So it looks like they're gearing up possibly for a crossover, maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but there's a definite imbalance that's going on. And I'm really looking forward to seeing where this is going to go. You do have a little bit more back history, or like a little bit of explaining who some of the characters are in this issue. So hopefully that'll help out some people. But I'm really, really enjoying this. Next up is Detective. This is a fun ride so far. I like the doll maker. I like the concept of the character. I like the fresh start of the storyline. To me, this feels like a Batman book, and I think Tony Daniels did a really good job with it. So I'm going to stay with Detective right now. But I think with Detective, I think this is going to be one of those things where, like, for example, with Swamp Thing, I'm going to read it until I think it's boring. But Detective, I think this is the one thing I'll jump on, jump off, jump on again, jump off, constantly going back and forth. Next up is Animal Man. How can you say no to a cover like this? I love Jeff Lemire's doing a really good job with this. It's a superhero title, that's a horror title. It's craziness that's going on. I'm really enjoying it. I like the fact that they're taking this in a non-traditional way. And see, to me, this almost has a manga-like feel. And that's another reason why I think I like it. And the reason why I'm saying it's like a manga-like feel is because mangas, you don't have superheroes. Not in the traditional sense. Granted, you can say like people like Goku and Luffy and Naruto, they're kind of superheroes, but they're different. And this is what I look at Animal Man. He's a superhero, but he's different. Totally different. And he's not even the true superhero in this book. And that's another plus for me. So, for right now, personally, I think Animal Man and Swamp Thing are one of the two strongest titles. And, I'm really, like I said, this is a definite keeper for me. This is a no-brainer. The surprise book is Batwing. I am just amazed that I'm still buying this, but when it is doing a superb job. I don't know how long this honeymoon is going to last, but for right now, this has me really intrigued. This is a Batman level book on a scary level, and I think that's what appeals to me right now. It's extremely violent, but yet Batwing doesn't cross that line of brutality like basically his surroundings. And I'm really curious. I think some of his villains are going to be non-traditional, and I think we're going to see a different side to a superhero tale. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they have planned. Again, I think with Batwing, though, the minute I lose interest in this book it's going to be done with it, and I'm never going to look back at it. But at least for right now, I'm really enjoying it. Stormwatch. In my opinion, Stormwatch is the best DC superhero team book. This is high-concept superheroing that is far better than what they're doing with Justice League and Darkseid. Justice League, well, it's a good story in the sense of they're building up the team, showing you, okay, here's Batman, here's Superman, here's how they meet each other. All that nonsense. That's fine. You want to do that. Great. That's your flagship title. This, on the other hand, it's a work of art. You have super-powered beings that are with non-traditional abilities and fighting incredibly powerful villains. I mean, like I said, they fought the moon. And then on top of fighting the moon, they're going to have to fight whatever told the moon to attack. I am really looking forward to reading this. This is a fantastic read. I just wish more people would give it a chance, because, like I said, it's really, really good. And then we have the next controversial title, Action Comics. I think Action Comics is really important in the sense of it's showing you what a reaction to superheroes that are first appearing. And I think that this is a really important book in that sense, because this is giving you a true view of that. I mean, if granted you can read Batman and things like that, and you have the introduction to the characters, you know, how the police don't trust Gordon and things like that. But with this is like, I mean, just imagine what would happen if there really was a Superman. How the news agencies would react to him. Imagine how the people would react. And I think this is really strong for it. Grant Morrison's doing a fantastic job. I really like the art. I think there's just enough Lex. I wish there was less, but I know they're probably going to give more panel time to him. But I really, really enjoyed this book. Men of War. I'm not buying this book. I'm laying that out right now. I want there to be no confusion. Why do I have Men of War? Because I don't... Okay, this is my feeling on this. I'm assuming these guys were never in a war. They're not soldiers. I'm assuming that. But these guys, this creative editing team, whatever, they haven't played Modern Warfare. They haven't played Battlefield. They haven't played any of these types of games to even get a concept of what a war comic should be like. This is just utter nonsense. They don't know, do they want to be a superhero team? Do they want to be soldiers? I mean, do soldiers even look like that? No. I mean, I can understand, hey, you know, maybe we want to make them a high-tech a high-tech, you know, fighting force, you know, G.I. Joe-ish. Make them look high-tech. Don't make them look like they're from the 1920s trying to look like they're from the, you know, want to be the 1950s type thing. This is just utter nonsense. You know, if I could return books, this would be on the very top. I would keep Hawk and Dove before I kept this book, and that tells you how much I hate this book, because I hate Hawk and Dove. I hate it with a passion. This is the thing that really makes me sad. You know, when you look at the rankings and everything like that, I just have a feeling DC will keep this book before they keep something like OMAC, or Frankenstein, Agent of Shade, or I, Vampire, or anything else that's doing anything remotely different. That's the thing that makes me sad. Because all it's going to take is Medal of Honor to come out with another game, Modern Warfare to come out with a game, and some editor at DC is going to go, oh, those games are pretty popular, so we need to have a game just like this. I mean, look at this cover. Even if it looks like it would be something out of Modern Warfare, because it's got the, you know, the stripes and whatnot. And I'm like, Jesus, this is just garbage. Now, granted, you know, you notice you don't see OMAC on this list. OMAC is on an iffy list right now. I want to buy it, but I'm afraid that it's not going to be good, so I'm not committing to it yet. I'll probably buy the next issue, but I didn't add it to my pull list. At my comic store, I did add these books to my pull list, and my comic store guy was very happy with that, because I added stuff. But I did remove my Fear Itself title nonsense crap. And I gotta remove my Kenny X, but I forgot to do that. But anyways, this is round 1 of cuts. So, there was a lot of books. Justice League International. There was Red Lanterns in here. OMAC. I can't remember. Hawk and Dove. And I know there are some other ones, but those are the ones I remember. None of those made it. These are the ones. I'm happy with this stack right here. So I'm curious to see what you guys are keeping out of your first run. Oh yeah, because we have this, Hawk and Dove, Red, Static Shock, Green Arrow, and OMAC, and International. So those are the ones. I'm really curious to see what you guys picked. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up if you like comics, and I'll have more reviews and whatnot later. So until next time.